What's up, my people? You're now tuned in to Me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now today we gonna bring you a story about Lil Durk, Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, King Von. But you know this all got to do with Lil Durk recently getting arrested. So man, it's crazy how friends turn foes and these so-called gangs don't really keep it 100. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and watch this video and listen up. TikTok. Meet Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo is a rapper from Savannah, Georgia. Not just any rapper. He's down with the Rolling 60s Crips. Keep that in mind, it's important. This right here is a guy known as a demon. That's what they call him in the streets. His name is King Von. He is also a street guy turned rapper. Keep that in mind. This is Lil Durk. Been a rapper since about 2012. Mostly everybody know him. Pretty big artist. And this is King Von, brother slash one of his best friends. Meet Lil Tim. Lil Tim is an associate of Quando Rondo, a very close associate at that. Some would say even a shooter. But keep that in mind. So, for those of y'all who don't know, Quando Rondo and King Von actually used to hang together. Quando Rondo used to actually be with King Von when he was in Chicago. So him and King Von developed a relationship, but for some reason, rumors say that all of this happened over a girl. So when everything transpired, they met up at a club in Atlanta at a hookah lounge, and after that, everybody sees on camera King Von approached Quando Rondo and starts swinging on him. This is when Lil Tim entered the situation, and he pretty much eradicated King Von, and he did that for the sake of his friend Quando Rondo. Now King Von is no longer here. Lil Tim has sent him up to Sky Daddy. He's no longer here. Into the situation with Lil Durk. Now Lil Durk entered the situation because this is like one of his best friends. At the time, he was going through a case with him as well. Plus, they did all kind of stuff in the streets of Chicago. So of course, Durk had to enter the picture, and of course, he wanted get back towards Quando Rondo. The whole internet was saying, slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn. Keep that in mind. Quando Rondo was out in LA, California to be exact, with one of his associates, Lil Pal. Now, he was supposedly checked in, like they say in California terms, with his gang. But for some reason, they got the drop on them and shots were let off and Lil Pal was hit, and he's no longer here with us at this moment. So this left Quando Rondo in shambles. But still, at this time, no one has any kind of understanding of what's going on. The whole time, Diabolical Demon, Lil Durk is behind the whole play. If you want part 2, drop it down in the comments and let you know. I'm gonna let you know the more players, meaning people, that they have in this story. TikTok, this get crazy. TikTok, part 2, part 2. So as y'all remember, I left off on Lil Durk being the diabolical mastermind behind this whole thing. But hold on, pause. Lil Durk has some associates that also roll with OTF. But remember what I said in the last part, that a lot of people didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what was going on until this guy started running his mouth. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, this is Brick Baby. He's a Rolling 60s Crip. He's a artist as well. He has some ties to people like Chris Brown, Lil Durk, and a lot of other people in the rap industry. Like, he one of those people that everybody was going to at a point in time, and he built his name off of that. He got songs with plenty of people. And you ask yourself, why is this important? It's important because that same day, Quando Rondo checked in with this guy. And Brick Baby is a longtime friend since 2014, 2015 of Lil Durk, a longtime associate. Remember that. So it was being said, or it was being rumored or alleged, that Lil Durk had $1 million on pretty much Quando Rondo head, right? So Quando Rondo, being all Rolling 60 Crips, check in with Brick Baby, not knowing Brick Baby is the one setting up the whole mastermind plan to drop the location to allegedly who's supposed to be Lil Durk. Meet OTF Viney. Now, OTF Viney was said to be the one to mainly orchestrate the flights, orchestrate the location, and orchestrate the rental cars to get the whole situation handled. Yes, a close associate, OTF Viney. He was also had these guys. Meet OTF Didi. He was one of the 3 people from OTF. It was him, Viney, and it was allegedly OTF Boogie to fly down into LA, into Los Angeles, in the area of this known location and this known spot where these guys are going to be at. So as Lil Durk sit back and mastermind this whole thing, Brick Baby the one that had the vital information, the most vital information that he chose to pass on to Lil Durk. But back in one of Quando Rondo's most recent interviews, I would say probably like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, he haven't been doing that many interviews, or it may have been Say Cheese interview. He alluded to a couple of things that his own gang will set him up. You know why is this? It's alleged that Brick Baby was talking to the feds, and the feds told Quando Rondo that your own gang set you up. This is why Quando Rondo dropped his Crippin' flag and he no longer gangbang. And Brick Baby got picked up by the feds in 2023 for a gun charge, for an AK charge. But it was all because it's alleged that he's a confidential informant for the feds. Now, how everything turned out, and in one of his recent live streams when they say Lil Durk got arrested, he was very fidgety and he looked it very weird. Now, my first introduction was him talking too much, spreading too much business, putting too much out there that the world didn't even know about yet. This guy definitely talk so much. He says stuff that you don't even ask him. So just imagine this guy sitting in front of police, and these police got 10, 15, 20 years looking at you to serve. What you think he gonna do? I want y'all to go back and look at his interviews, in case you don't know, but in case you do know, look, go back and look at his interviews and see how much he talk and tell stuff that nobody asks. This is a telltale sign that he will sit in an interrogation room and telling people anything they want to know. TikTok is not looking good for your boy Durk at all. It's not looking good. But if you want more on Durk, OTF, Quando Rondo, and the whole situation individually, man, drop it down in the comments, man. I appreciate the support. You already know, man. TikTok, we're going to be back with another one. Once again, this is OTF Viney. Now, it was said that he used the OTF credit cards to fund the flights. Not just that, he used the OTF for the rooms that they lived in at the time that they was there. He also used the credit card for the rental cars. Now, how crazy is this, man? And this is alleged, because we don't know how true it is, but 9 times out of 10, knowing dudes, young dudes, they probably did some dumb stuff like that. But I'm gonna definitely bring y'all more to this story. I'm gonna do a single story about Quando Rondo, and I'm gonna also do a single story about Lil Durk, Lil Tim, and King Von as well. But TikTok, drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this whole entire situation. You already know, man. TikTok, we gotta talk about it.